They seem to glare at each other across the border on the Narva River. Ivangorod Fortress in Russia, a country once again feared in Eastern Europe. And the Long Herman defensive tower in Estonia. Russian is spoken on both sides of the river, and many residents of Narva are not citizens of Estonia.
I've lived here for 65 years. Why do I need Estonian citizenship if they won't give me a passport? I shouldn't have to ask. If they'd offered it to me, I would have accepted it.
When we moved here years ago, you didn't have to speak Estonian. It's such a difficult language.
We're Russians, and we decided for Russian citizenship.
How do you feel about the tensions between Russia and Estonia?
Excuse me, but I really don't want to talk about politics.
Many older people are angry about the fact that about 100,000 people in Estonia are stateless. Alexander Popolitov lives in the town of Sillamäe. He has accepted his statelessness. Part of his family lives in Russia, part in Estonia. The grey passport of the stateless offers some advantages.
With this passport, I can vote in municipal elections, but not in national parliamentary elections. I can travel freely to Russia without a visa. I couldn't do that with an Estonian passport, so it's a real benefit.
The Soviets built Sillamäe to house skilled laborers for the arms industry, almost all of whom had come from Russia. Alexander was 2 years old when his parents moved here. Today, he's 68 and long since retired. He considers Estonia his homeland. It's 2 hours by car from Sillamäe in the northeast to Tallinn, the capital. After it left the Soviet Union, this small country became a European success story, introducing the euro in 2011. In the heart of the old city, Nevsky Cathedral is a tourist attraction and also a meeting place for many ethnic Russians. Yuri Boyarov supplements his pension working as a tour guide and dealing in old coins. In the spring of 2007, Russian nostalgia for the Soviet Union sparked days of street battles here. In protest against plans to remove a Soviet war memorial from the center of town, Russian-speaking young people went on a rampage. From the Estonian viewpoint, the Red Army didn't liberate the country in 1945, but occupied it. And then the Soviet Union began settling Russians here. Sergei Metlev wants to convey this view to everyone in Estonia, including the Russian speakers.
We must admit that history of Estonia, the problem of recognizing the Soviet experience are topics that are putting people in Estonia in different places, so separating them.
The museum in Sillamäe collects everything that recalls the region's mining and the Soviet era. Alexander Popolitov shows us a mock-up of a living room from the 1950s, ration coupons for vodka, and a portrait of Stalin. Since the demise of the Soviet Union, he hasn't really found his feet in an independent Estonia.
The way I understand the word integration, it would have had to come from both sides, from us Russians, but also from the Estonian majority.
But many Estonians have given the Russian minority the cold shoulder. Parliamentary delegate Erik Kross organized an exhibition about the struggle of Estonian partisans against the Soviets. He mistrusts Russians.
Now, regarding the new aggressiveness from Russia, of course, it's again maybe under more attention what to do with this situation. But we still think that it's not right to just give everyone the citizenship.
The riots are long over. The young no longer come to the monument to Soviet soldiers relocated to a military cemetery on the outskirts of the city, although older people still bring flowers. Now the Estonian government says it wants to do more to integrate Russian speakers. The education minister is of Russian descent. He knows what has to be done.
The situation itself, where there are quite a large number of people with undetermined citizenship, is worrying. I don't think that it is a situation in which with which we are happy, and we are taking steps to reduce the number of stateless people.
For example, in the future, the children of stateless people residing in Estonia will automatically acquire Estonian citizenship. The government in Tallinn is beginning to ease its stance towards its Russian minority.